Hello students, how are you all? Hope you all are keeping yourself safe by staying at your home. In last session we have already completed chapter 1 computer hardware. In this session we'll start new chapter 2 computer software and its type. So let's start the chapter. Now you already know a computer system is made up of two main components, hardware component and software component. All the physical devices that you can see or touch are hardware components. As I have already discussed earlier, these hardware components alone cannot do anything. These hardware components have to be given instruction to perform any task. For this, softwares are used. Now, what is software? Software is basically a set of programs which is used to give instruction to the hardware. So software is basically set of programs which is used to give instruction to the hardware. In simple language, I can say software directs and guides the operation of computer system. We cannot touch software as we can do with the hardware. The games we actually play on a computer, such as the music and video files that we listen or see on a computer, the document on which we work, and most importantly, the operating system in which we work makes up the software components. So these are software components. We will study software in this session as we have completed hardware portion in previous chapter. So we will study software and its types. So let's start. Now, computer software are divided into two main categories: system software and application software, which is further divided into subcategories. System software is further divided into operating system, language processor, and utility software, whereas application software is divided into general purpose application software and specific purpose application software. Now, in today we'll complete this portion, system software, as this portion is very important to run the computer system. So let's start with system software. Now, what is system software? System software is basically most important software which is used to run the computer system. We can run computer system without Microsoft Word. We can run computer system without MS Paint. We can run computer system without actually any games on our computer, but we cannot run computer software computer without system software. So basically they are required to control the operations of computer system. It helps to manage and run the computer hardware in an efficient manner. It actually helps to manage and run the computer hardware in an efficient manner. So, we'll study first all the three categories of system software. As I have already discussed, that computer system software is basically divided into three main categories: operating system, language processor, and utility software. We will study every type in detail. So we'll start with the operating system. Operating system. Operating system is the most important software without which we cannot work on a computer system. It is a software that let us communicate with computer. That is why we are able to give instruction and we can get our work done on computer because of this operating system. So operating system basically provide an interface between user and hardware. It basically provide interface between user and a hardware. As I have already told you, we can run computer without Microsoft Word, MS Paint, any games installed on the computer, but we cannot run computer without operating system. We at least need one operating system to run our computer. So First, we will discuss functions of an operating system. The very first function of an operating system is it provides environment in which hardware components are used in an efficient manner. It actually coordinates the working of various hardware attached to the computer. It coordinates the working of various hardware attached to the computer system. The next function of second function of operating system is it acts as resource manager. That means a computer has many resources such as CPU time, memory space, input output device, and the operating system allocates these resources to specific programs and application whenever required. So next function of an operating system, it let us create and manage file and folders for storing information. The file and folders we create in our computer is because of operating system. Whenever we buy a computer, an operating system is already loaded onto it. Some games you might need to install, some application you might need to install, but an operating system is already loaded in a computer whenever we purchase any computer. These are the common operating system we use. Linux, it is an open source operating system. Microsoft Windows and Mac OS. Most of you must be familiar with this Microsoft Windows, and some of you know this Mac OS. This is for Apple computer, Macintosh, and another two operating systems are iOS and Android. They are for mobile phones. Linux, Microsoft Windows, Mac OS is used for desktop and laptop computers, whereas operating Android and iOS are used for mobile phone. Both are the categories of operating system for desktop and laptops and for mobile phones. Now we will study next classification of system software, language processor. So before moving ahead, first I want to know that whether you know computer can understand which language. Computer cannot understand English, Hindi, French, Spanish, German or any other language. Computer can understand only one language, and it is machine language. Computer can understand machine language. That means language of 0 and 1. We say this 0 and 1 as binary language too. So computer can understand only binary language. So how can he understand language given in language or instruction given in English? Let's take an example. For example, you know French, but you don't know English. And I know English, but I don't know French. And we need to communicate. So for this, we need a translator who can communicate French to English and English to French. So similar way, computer need language processor. So language processor is basically a translator. It convert high level language and other language program to machine language, and machine language program to high level language. So these are the few language processor. First one is assembler, second is compiler, and third is interpreter. We will study everything in detail in next class. Assembler is actually for converting assembly language program to its machine language. Compiler and interpreter are used for converting high level language program to its machine equivalent, and vice versa. So next topic we will study is utility software. Utility software. This is the third category of system software. Utility software are the programs or app designed to perform maintenance work on a computer system to ensure its smooth functioning. So there are certain examples of utility software. The first example is disk cleanup. It is actually an app that searches for temporary files, and by deleting such files can free up the unnecessary space occupied by these files. To use this, we can type disk cleanup in search box. And another example of utility software is antivirus software. Now, what is this antivirus software? As you all know, a virus is a computer program that can disrupt the normal functioning of computer, that can disrupt the normal functioning of computer system, and it can even slow down the working of computer and can lead to system crash. And in order to remove such dangerous program, we use antivirus software. So an antivirus software first scan your computer for viruses and then removes them. And few common examples are Norton, AVG and Quick Heal. Now, one more type of utility software. This is WinRAR and WinZip. These are for data compression software. So, that's it for system software. In next class, we will study application software. That what is application software? If it is not necessary, why we are studying application software? Application software is set of program to design to help the user to perform specific task. Without operating system, this is true, without operating system we cannot run our computer. But without an application system, what we will do with our computer system? We need Microsoft Word for typing, we need Excel sheet for creating, managing our data, and we need database management software to store our data. We need so many types of software. And application software are further divided into two categories: general purpose application software and specific purpose application software. So class 5, that's it for today. In next session we will complete this application software and its categories, and after this we will do all the latest trend, that why open source software are used nowadays, and we will study various open source software: Ubuntu, Android, OpenOffice, Mozilla, Audacity, and we will study relationship between hardware and software. So that's it for today. Stay safe and stay healthy. Bye all of you.